Alright, I got some commentary material. No. What? Come on, come on. Where's my goddamn avatar? What's this? God damn it, Ernie! Hello everyone, Midnight Noob is here to bring you another commentary. Today's commentary will be on SilverTheGhoul's Top 5 Smash Bros. DLC picks. Now before I begin, I just want to say that yes, I know Zampano already did a commentary on this video, which I'll link in the description, but I feel that he missed a few points that I wanted to point out. With that said, I'm going to be skipping to the parts I want to cover / make jokes at, and like always, a link to the original video will be in the description below. Let's begin.
And with the last month's announcement of the Smash Bros. Ballot, I decided to give my top 5 picks for the next Smash Bros. DLC. One rule, no joke characters, because this is an actual video.
Oh, thank God! And here I thought this video was about Tokyo Ghoul! Also, keep that joke characters bit in mind, because I'll be getting to it later.
The number 5 spot goes to Roy from Fire Emblem. Roy was a character who first premiered in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, and he was America's first real introduction to the Fire Emblem.
Yep, Roy was the only character to introduce fans to Fire Emblem.
Who are you people?
And when he was replaced by Ike in Brawl, I was a little confused. We didn't know who Ike was, we only really knew who Roy and Marth were.
1. That stutter. 2. What's this Wii stuff? It's not like after Melee, Fire Emblem was exclusive to Japan again. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, the game where Ike first appeared, came out in the States in 2005, 3 years before Brawl. And based on these sales, more people knew about Ike in the States than the people who initially made the game. Sure, it wasn't as much sales as Smash, but you can't just say that we didn't know who Ike was when there's evidence proving you wrong.
And now we come to the present day, where we have Fire Emblem Awakening and a new game on the way, as well as 4 Fire Emblem Let's Just Smash 4. Ike, Marth, Lucina, and Robin. We were still missing Roy. And if we could have 6 Pokemon reps, as well as 2 different Pokeball types, then I think we can have 1 more Fire Emblem rep.
Okay, here's where your comparison to Pokemon fails. With the Pokemon roster, they have different fighting styles and types. Some are more physical than others, some of them rely on their special moves more than their main Smash attack, and other Pokemon are...
Turn down for what?
While on the other hand, the Fire Emblem roster, with the exception of Robin, are mostly sword wielders with minor stat changes. Hell, one of the reasons Sakurai didn't want Chrom as a playable character is because he would have just been another sword wielder like Marth or Ike, and the same can be applied for Roy. What makes him stand out from just being another sword wielder like Ike or Marth? You don't explain this in the entry, so I question why he should even be in the game, and this is coming from someone who liked playing as Roy in Melee.
Waluigi. Waluigi has always been a stupid, clumsy, yet clever sidekick to Wario, ever since Mario Tennis on the N64.
One rule, no joke characters.
In most of the Mario games, Waluigi is treated as more comic relief than a bad guy, so he shouldn't count. Even then, the rest of this entry doesn't really explain why he should be in the game other than...
And Waluigi has never premiered in a main series game, just in the spin-off games.
Plus, if they did put in Waluigi, he would most likely just be a clone of Luigi. And you know how most fans treat clones.
Oh, by the way, this list doesn't have any Zelda characters. Sorry.
And what relevance does that disclaimer have to the entry? Seriously, why is this here? I'm gonna skip this entry as well as number 2 because I do agree that Phoenix Wright and Banjo/Kazooie should be in the game, and there's not much I can really say about it.
Number 1 goes to a character near and dear to my heart, Rayman. Ever since Brawl gave us Sonic and Solid Snake, both being third-party characters, I have been hoping for him to be playable. Rayman hits me on a personal level. Rayman 1 was the first video game I ever played back in 2004, and I've loved him ever since. And when I was going through tough times, I always turned on my PS1 or my N64 or my GameCube and turned on my old friend Rayman.
So in other words, Rayman is love, Rayman is life. Seriously though, while I can see why you like Rayman, what does this have to do with why you think he should be in Smash Bros? For the rest of this entry, you give your story about Rayman and your experience with the fake leak about him, and that's it. It feels really out of place when compared to the rest of the list. I'm not saying that Rayman shouldn't be in the game, but this entry does not do a good job with explaining why he'd make a good fighter. But that's all I have to say about this video. That is all.